All right, today we are diving into something super practical, especially for new mothers. This isn't just some random list of stuff. Nope, this is a real deal collection of essential comfort items for anyone planning to nurse or pump, put together by one mom who's been through it all. It's basically the list she made for her future self and her best friends, the good stuff.
Because let's be real, what if the key to making this whole thing work isn't just about the baby? What if it's about getting you through the part that nobody really prepares you for, the pain? That's the part that often gets glossed over. But preparing for that reality, that might just be the secret.
And this quote, man, it just hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? This is from our source, Megan, and it perfectly captures that impossible feeling. You're in pain, you're trying to heal, but you also have to keep doing the very thing that's causing the pain. It's a tough cycle. But, as she says, having the right stuff on hand was really helpful.
So first things first, let's just get this out in the open. It is totally okay to struggle. It's okay if it's not magical from day one. Our source talks about feeling this immense guilt for using just one bottle to get a moment of relief, and that feeling is so common. But you have to remember, taking care of yourself is taking care of your baby. And trust me on this, the good news is, it gets so much better.
Okay, so let's get into the practical stuff. Let's talk about your first line of defense. These are the items you're going to want in your corner during those first few really challenging weeks. Think of this as your personal healing toolkit, designed for immediate relief when things are, well, pretty sore.
Now this is where things get really smart. See, it's not about just finding one magic cream. The creator of this list found that the key was rotating through different treatments. It's a simple three-step system. You soothe the area, then you apply something to heal it, and then you protect it so it can dry. It's a brilliant way to give yourself constant relief and promote healing from all angles.
So here's a closer look at that arsenal. You've got Silverettes, which are these amazing little things that use your own breast milk to naturally soothe and heal. Then nipple gel pads, pro tip, keep these in the fridge. That cool feeling is just, incredible relief. For healing, you want a balm like Earth Mama that's organic and safe so you're not constantly wiping it off. And then, and this is so important, the Medela soft shells. These are crucial because they keep fabric from rubbing, and get this, they create airflow. That allows for dry healing, which is a completely different but vital part of the process.
Okay, deep breath. You're using your toolkit, you're getting through that initial healing phase. But breastfeeding isn't just something you do, it kind of becomes your whole life for a while. So that brings us to the next big question. How do you make this new 24/7 reality not just survivable, but actually livable?
And a huge part of the answer, maybe surprisingly, starts in your closet. Seriously, when you're feeding a baby literally around the clock, what you wear stops being about style and starts being all about comfort, practicality, and easy access. So let's talk about the wardrobe essentials that make this new reality so much easier. Now, this is a huge one that a lot of first-time moms don't realize. There's a big difference between a nursing bra and a pumping bra. A nursing bra is great for comfort and just clipping down for a feed. But a pumping bra, the source calls this a game changer, and she is not kidding. It's built to hold the pump parts in place so your hands are free. If you ever want to, drink a cup of coffee, or use your phone, or just exist while pumping, this is an absolute must-have. And beyond the bra, a couple other things are key. Nursing tank tops are amazing. They keep your stomach covered when you lift your shirt up, which just makes you feel way more comfortable and less exposed, especially if you're feeding in public. And nursing pads, yeah, you're going to want those. The best tip is to have both kinds. The soft, reusable ones for when you're just chilling at home, and a box of disposables to throw in your bag for trips out. Easy. All right, let's move out of the closet and into the nursery, probably at like 3 in the morning. These next items aren't really for the baby. Honestly, they're for you. They are about saving your sanity during those middle-of-the-night wake-up calls.
And the first item we're going to talk about in here is a true unsung hero. It's simple, it's cheap, and I promise you, you will find yourself reaching for it again and again and again for a million different things.
I'm talking, of course, about receiving blankets. These things are the Swiss Army knife of baby gear. I'm not kidding. You can use them to swaddle, obviously, but they're also the perfect burp cloth. They're there for every spit-up emergency. You can throw one down as a clean changing surface. The list just goes on. The advice here is simple. You cannot have too many of these.
So the real magic of these three things isn't just what they do, it's how they make you feel at 3 a.m. Having one tiny preemie bottle tucked away, even if you swear you'll never use it, is like a mental safety net. It takes the pressure off. A simple clock on the wall means you can track feeding times without blasting your eyes with the bright light from your phone. And a good dimmable nightlight, it's just enough light to see without waking everyone, including yourself, up too much. It's the small stuff that makes a huge difference.
So as we start to wrap all this up, you might be noticing a theme here. All of these items, from the healing balms to the nursery clocks, they all point to one single powerful idea. This is kind of the North Star that should guide you through this whole thing.
And this is it. This is the most important takeaway. Postpartum is all about comfort. Forget what you think you should be doing. Whatever feels the most comfortable, the most right for you, that's the answer. That's what you need to lean into. Prioritizing your own comfort isn't selfish, it's absolutely essential.
So let's end with this. For all the experienced moms watching, I want to turn it over to you. The wisdom in this community is just incredible. What was the one thing that you could not have lived without on your journey? Drop it in the comments. Your tip might just be the thing that saves another new mom in the middle of a really tough night.